And we all know what that means. It's a host has started recording. Do you, RobLynn, live? I'm gonna shout it loudly. Do you, that's you, each and every one of you, RobLynnLive.com. I know you do. I know it. I've heard it. Mohammed Kamal, Mr. Kamal, and Mr. Nizal, I know they check in on us. We just don't know when. They're checking in on us all the time. The back office is, because how do you go from 40 to 200 attendees? And most of them are from India. Well, we don't know. And we don't care. We're just happy to have everybody. Doesn't matter who. Everyone is welcome here at RobLynn Live. And if you're not in OES, then you could be. If you're not in OES, then you should be. Then go to RobLynnLive.com. And if you do that, RobLynnLive.com, you'll get Lynn's registration page. You're welcome to sign in there. Get yourself an O-mail, get yourself a password, get yourself an O-net, and get yourself an O-trim, and away you go to the races. Oh, yeah. And just moments away, days away, I'm not sure when, we'll all be able to subscribe to OConnect again. And how cool will that be? Everyone will be able to be a host that wants to be. Everyone can be a co-host if they want to be. Don't just be a wannabe, be a bee. And the only way to be a bee is to subscribe. That's right. All right. Today is day 668. It's Friday, 21st day of June. 668 consecutive RobLynn Lives. ÄshMafar, I'm giving you a heads up. We're just, let me see, 365 and it is 7:30. We're 62 days away from our second anniversary, Ash. You know what that means. You can come by and see us. We'd love to have you, brother. That's in 62 days. I'll be sending you an invite to your WhatsApp. So hopefully you can stop by and say happy birthday, RobLynn Live, on our second anniversary. Just 62 days away. Ooh, doggies. I'm 190% sure.
What's that expression? It's surreal that we're still.
It's surreal, but real. Yes. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to the RobLynn Network and our presentation of RobLynn Live and Ali.
The Wonder Dog.
With our topic this evening, and I think it's a dandy, AI and agriculture, farming's future. Oh yeah, AI is farming's future big time. We're going to take you down memory lane a little bit, and we're going to take you down the future lane, which is coming real soon to a channel near you. AI is embedded in everything we do to some degree, and in agriculture, it's there big time. I mean big time. I'm going to tell you how in just a moment. All right. AI and agriculture, farming's future, followed by a little bit of community time. Those of you who want to join the panel can. Those of you who don't want to join the panel, you don't have to. But we'd love to have you all. Yes. And we'll have a bit of signing and hopefully, and of course, a song by JJB Tin Man, also known as Mr. John Barilla. That's right. The Bb'Hi'A guy. Nope, the Italian version, Mr. John Barilla. All right. Now, we got a few announcements we want to bring to your attention. We want you to stay focused, stay laser focused, because things are happening. You can tell by all the tweaks that are going on all over ONPASSIVE, okay? We've got some announcements, so stay tuned for these. First off, please pray for Ash. He's on the recovery mode still, He should be back to 150% any day now. He was traveling, I think, on Passive 360 Day, which was Wednesday. So maybe he's home now. Maybe he's watching RobLynn live. If he wants to relax and get a little bit of value, this is the place, dude. Come on down. All right. All right, that's enough invitations. We invite everybody to come to RobLynn Live, by the way. Please also pray for the tech team, media team, and support staffs around the globe for their, excuse me, for their safety and good health. We need them daily. They are our rock for sure.
Right.
That is very true. So, also, please pray for Ashmahan, Ash's wife, lovely wife, as well as the boys, Omar, the poet laureate and writer. He's already written a book and published a book, I believe. And of course, Yusuf, who is working on being an astronaut. How cool is that? So they'll have an astronaut and a writer all in one family. That is rocking it. Is what that is lit is what it is. All right. Let's talk announcements and let's talk sending out some love, light, and prayers. I was just informed that my dear friend of some 30 years passed away today. I'll just give you her first name. Her name it still is. She'll always be Lori. And Lori passed. She'd been ill for several years, a number of years, and had been fighting the big C word. And the big C took her away from us today. We are saddened by that, truly. She leaves behind her husband, Rick, her daughter, Brianna, and granddaughter as well. So we're going to miss you, Lori. Rest in peace. And we'll see you on the other side. We'll see you there. All right. Gosh. That when it hits close to home like that, you almost don't know what to say. You don't want to say, I'm sorry. You're not sorry. You're saddened, perhaps, but you're not sorry. So just remember that in the future. If someone passes that you know, don't say you're sorry. Just say, I'm saddened by their passing. That's good enough. That is good enough. And that's a strong statement. It's coming from your heart. All right? All right. Announcements, and more announcements. All right. Check your OES for the news of the week, news of the day included in your ticker, and back office pop-up. Nothing new there to report. No news on the resumption of the O-Tracker free trial as of tonight's broadcast. So we're standing by to find that out. Ash, where are you? Ash, we need some golden nuggets, brother. Perhaps he'll be dropping them in here later tonight. That would be wonderful. Migration without hesitation. That's the name of the game at RobLynn Live. Don't hesitate. Migrate. Sign the NDA and, of course, the affiliate agreements. Sign them both. Check out the OnPassive YouTube channel. It's a dandy. It's got new long, shorts, mediums, music in the springtime. And now it's really the summertime. So latch on, and be there, okay? You'll be glad you were there. Also, check out the newest website with OnPassive.com. Not too
shabby.
That's right. I knew she was with me. All right. So attend webinars and chats, time permitting. You don't have to be like Lynn, or you don't have to be like me, where you show up on all these webinars, all these chats. Half the time you look like you're asleep. Present company included, of course. I've been known to close an eye here and there. So attend when you can. You'll be glad you did. If you know of anyone needing help, you know the drill. You know the drill. As helping one helps us all. Yeah. Also, subscribe to OConnect when you can. Subscribe to OConnect when you can. You'll be glad you did. You'll be glad you did. Subscribe to OConnect when you can. All right. This evening's topic is chock full of good and valuable bits of information for one and all. We'll get into that in just a minute. We'd like to say a few hellos if we might right now. Do you want me to do one of them or both of them or what?
Yeah, if you can.
All right, Karina Lance, one of our moderators. Hello, Karina. Frank Rowe is in the house. This is all on YouTube. There's 25 of you on YouTube, so thank you very much for that. 26 now, 27 now. It's Cow, Calf, and a Half. I'd know it anywhere. We're building momentum. Kamaki Samana in the house, saying hello to Frank Rowe. Let's see, Sanuja Momin, the Momins are coming to get you. They're here tonight. Michael Chad, of course, is in the house, and 𝗙𝗿 𝗿𝗂𝗁, two of our moderators, along with Karina Lance. She's one of our moderators as well.
Oh, she's there?
Karina is here tonight. She's got a hot date, but not till later. Right, Karina? All right.
Oh, everybody's there. The 5 moderators. Thank you.
Roy Davies is here as well. Good stuff. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
𝗙𝗿, Karina, Roy, John, and Michael. 5 of them.
5 moderators here. Why do we have a moderator? Well, I'm glad you asked. Every now and then you're going to have some chowderhead wanting a chowder about ONPASSIVE. Well, we got a thing for them. We just give them the old BOOT boot. And it's no problem. It doesn't hurt. It's just a mere flicking of the thumb and the index finger, and away they go. So if you got any plans of being a troll, if you got any plans of being annoying, if you got any plans that are not positive, guess what? Our moderators will get you. I mean, they'll get you. They'll give you the thump like no thump ever before in your life. Let's say a few more hellos. David Lavelle is here. Welcome, David. And who else is here? Come on, Robert. You can do it. Peter Dutko. Welcome, Peter. We're glad you're here as well. Wandine Gaskin is here from Georgia. Georgia on my mind. And let's see who else is here. Wandine. Irena Stexala in the proverbial house, along with Roy Davies. All right. And I think I may have covered all 25 in one fell swoop. David Lavelle, I mentioned, I think. If not, I'm mentioning you now, David. All right. Kamaki Samono is here. All right, we're going to continue on now. Do you want me to say hello to the people in the OConnect as well?
Yes.
All right, that looked like a yes. Kind of looked like a yes. So let's go see who all's here now. We've got 25 on you know what, 25 on on YouTube, and 44. So that's 69ers. 69 of you have already joined us on RobLynnLive.com. All right, let's take a peek at who's here as attendees, shall we? Onyeloni is in the house. Greg Miller's here. Michael Chad, of course. Savad is here. ×2. Hello, Savad. Catherine Frierson in the house. Ain't no fire there. She's here. Ramshina is here. Les Hudson in the house. Maridu Nagash is in the house from India. Jillian Hanna from Down Under is here. Krishna Prasad is here. Welcome to you, sir. And Balachandar is here from India. Welcome. Ramya is here. Juliana Mambumbo in the house. Henry Horn, of course. Double H is here. Greg Hill is in the proverbial house, along with Dawn Swihart, Rabindra Kumata, and Frank Rowe, of course. Artis Agun is here. Jagadish is here. Pamar is here. Vipal Singh is here. Sunil Kumar in the house, along with Jennifer Drummond. Melanie Marcano, and Shirley Dotson. There's Lois White again. Nagaraj is here. Armin Ho is in the house. Welcome, Armin. And Shankar is here. Hello, sir. Glad you're here as well. Krishan Ram is here. Sojit is here. Mary Sebastiani is in the house. There's Armin again with Deborah Long, one of our signing deaf community members, and John John Barilla's here. We'll be asking him if he's going to sing us a tune tonight. Carmela Schwartz is in the house doing double duty. Sadananda Das, Christ Truth Trust. Okay, hello to you. And Angela LaLand is here. And let me make sure I've gotten everybody. I have. So I think it's time to get back to business. So we're going to click out of the attendee and panelist grouping and take a peek around the corner, see what we got here. Now, this evening's topic is, as I mentioned, chock full of good and valuable bits of information for one and all, from kids to grandparents and all in between. We will take a look at how things used to be in the farming and how they're going to be in agriculture, AI-wise embeddedment. Ooh, yeah. It used to be done agriculture-wise, and we'll take a look. Let's just take a look and see what the future is bringing to us. Now, Ali has had a question all evening, and we'd like to bring that up now so everybody's aware of it. Ali wants to know, what have you noticed different about farming and agricultural recently? Have you noticed anything? Have you noticed a driverless harvester? Oh, yeah, they're out there. Ooh. Check it out in Kansas. Check it out, Dorothy. Dorothy, check it out there, Pat. All right, all right, all right. All right.
That's cool, driverless.
Driverless.
Amazing.
Coming real soon.
Gotta watch out for not to run into other tractors or whatever they're called.
Harvesters, madam, harvesters.
So hopefully there's just one, so there's nothing to run into, right?
All right, so you know the question. That's correct. The question of the evening by Oliver Nakamoto Gorman: what have you noticed different about farming and agriculture different? Recently, I should say. Well, the future of AI in agriculture is this. It's to set and revolutionize the whole ag and farming industry, set it on its head, enhancing efficiency, sustainability, and productivity. Oh, yeah, that sounds like a pep talk to me, but I'll take it. Yeah. Here are just a few of the key areas where AI is and will be making a difference when it comes to farming and agriculture. Are you ready for this? Mm-hmm. All right. Smart farming and automation. What in the world are we talking about here? Ooh, glad you asked. AI-powered tools and robotics are transforming traditional farming practices that we knew about, where we would harvest by hand, and now we've got these big machines that are driverless. Robots are already performing the tasks such as planting, harvesting, and monitoring crops, addressing labor shortages, and increasing efficiency. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. AI is already being used to optimize growing conditions in vertical farms, which reduces the shortage of water and eliminates the need for pesticides. We don't like pesticides, so when we can avoid them, we do, don't we?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'm going to have a sip of coffee if you'd like to say a few words.
Yeah, well, I think that when you utilize AI, I think that whatever efforts are placed in agricultural production, the efficiency is increased, therefore providing probably greater harvests. And, you know, it's global hunger here in the world. I think that it makes sense to maximize the yields that the farms produce, right? That makes sense. Maximize yield and decrease costs and decrease like labor, all of that. I think it's just a matter
replanting
of efficient.
by having AI involved. You reduce the need to replant. How cool is that? Because it tracks the weather. If a snowstorm's coming, it knows it. If a snowstorm comes, it knows it. So
And
there you go.
things like fertilizing is done on a schedule guided by AI, I'm sure, so that they don't under fertilize nor over fertilize. So yeah, there's so many benefits to utilizing AI.
And with the use of AI comes the satellite imagery and weather stations. So we get a feel for when we're going to get waterlogged, I should say, by rain. And that's no good for the crops. So it's good to know we've got weather satellites at work for you and me. Yeah.
Right.
Predictive analytics and crop management. Oh, yeah. Now, this is an area where you all need to know a little bit about. So get ready, buckle your seatbelt. Here we go. AI, that's artificial intelligence, algorithms can predict the weather, crop diseases, and pest infestations, all done by AI, which allows farmers to take proactive steps, I should say, to protect their crops. AI is able to provide yield maps, knowing where the yields are going to be, and what if analyses, which aids the farmer in planning and optimizing his or her yield.
Wonderful.
Good stuff. All right, we've got a little more for you. So do we go on, or do you want to just say a few words?
I'm still doing.
All right, so you need me to go on, and I will go on and on and on. Sustainable practices. AI is certainly supportive of practices like the following. Reduce tillage, in other words, you're not tilling over and over and over and over the same spot. Cover cropping and precision irrigation. Ooh, yeah. Knowing where to irrigate and when is critical with these crops. These practices conserve resources, reduce emissions, and improve soil health. AI also helps the farmer adopt regenerative agriculture by analyzing the impact on soil carbon and financial profitability.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. All right, now we're going to talk a little about livestock monitoring. Woo-hoo, doggies. Livestock monitoring. AI is being used in precision livestock farming. Oh, yeah. Where AI trackers and monitors the behavior, the health, and the activity levels of livestock. Ooh, very nice. This technology helps the farmer improve, that's right, we said it, improve animal welfare and productivity by supplying real-time alerts for health issues and optimizing feeding and breeding, that's feeding and breeding, or breeding and feeding practices. You want to have a schedule, you want to stay to that schedule as well. All right, that's point 5. We've got a couple more to make here. Let's go on to 6, shall we?
Take your time.
I think we shall. Yes, we shall.
Don't rush now.
All right. Economic and operational efficiency. Ooh. So we're going to be efficient money-wise and otherwise. Yeah. With the use of AI, labor and input costs are reduced. That's right. We said it right here, right now. Labor costs and input costs are reduced, and thereby improving yields and operational efficiencies. Generative AI and analytical AI unlock, that's right, unlock significant value across the AG chain, the agricultural chain, from on-farm economics, to enterprise level productivity. So they're always looking out for you and me, you and me. All right, now we come to adoption. What are we going to adopt now? Adoption and infrastructure. That's right. You hear a lot about that on CNN and MSNBC and NBC and Fox and all the networks, as a matter of fact. Well, adoption and infrastructure with the successful integration of AI in agriculture. It requires a strong and robust technology. It has as its infrastructure bringing about the highest quality of education for farmers and bringing with them expert software development for training and for farmers. What do you think about that? All right, I'm glad you commented. Thank you. I know what you're doing. I got you.
I'm trying to listen and do things too.
All right, then I'll just keep on keeping on. What do you think of that? So that concludes our topic of the evening at 32 minutes. Not too shabby. We'd like to entertain as many of you as want to come to the panel to do so. The picture tonight is crystal clear. It's absolutely stunning. You can see not a pimple, I think it's a mole on my nose. You can tell it's there. So there you have it. This AI stuff is here now. It's here for the ages. So stand by for it. And it is the Internet of Things, and ONPASSIVE will certainly set the tone along those lines. All right. So that all being said, let's explain to you how people can come to the panel. First off, Lynn has a button. It's the speaker add-on link button. Very easy to find. And all you need to do is give it a click, and away you go. You're able to add your information, whether or not you have an OES, ONPASSIVE OMail, I should say, and where you stand with everything else, from vaccinations, you name it, to AI, where AI is involved with cattle. Okay, there are cattle that are involved with AI, whether it's chipping them under the skin so they don't get away, or whether it's just plain having them along for the ride, which is cool too. So that all being said, all you got to do is look for the little guy with the speaker hanging out of his ears, just like this, and say, me, 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 me. You don't have to even say that anymore. All you need to do is click on the button and answer the two questions. One, where are you from? And what question have you got for us? Very simple, everybody. So with that all said, we're getting ready now to go to community time, are we not? Or not yet?
In a bit.
In a bit. Ooh, doggies, in a bit. All right, I just want to say this coffee is extra good tonight. We have Costco's favorite light blend. It's an absolute delight. And a little bit of half and half from the fine folks at the farm. And that's good stuff all the way around and around we go. Yeah, we do. All right, I'm going to get rid of right now the prompter. Boom, it's gone. And now I'm going to slide over so you can see me. Here I is. I hear. Ooh, look at those teeth. They're getting wider by the day. Thank you, Crest Toothpaste. Yeah, buddy. All right. Now, I see we've got one, two, three of us on the panel. We're looking for more. So please raise your hand, or in the meantime, you can always go to onpassive.com and check that out.
You can go ahead and explain the ticker and the process.
Okay, in the ticker, it says if you want to be a speaker, there's a speaker request icon. It's the little guy with the hand over his ear like this, which is making believe he's got a speaker right there. So let's all check in and see who wants to join the panel. Who wants to join the panel?
All right. So, folks, come on down. Click the button, and you'll be able to come to the panel whenever you guys are ready. I see we got 5 already.
All right.
We got Deborah Long, and we have Onyeloni.
Onyeloni in the house. Henry Horn, double H.
Richard Lamont, her nice, and he said,
oh, look at that hat. Yeah, hat lady.
It's her farmer's hat.
Farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell. All right, wait a minute. I recognize that guy. That's Richard. That's your covered Lamont.
Wow, he's here, Richard. Nice
Richard, we're glad you're here, brother. It looks like you're in Canada tonight.
We missed you.
Where you been? Glad you're here, brother.
Unmuted. Talk to us for a little bit.
I'm gonna let you guys know my my update anyway, so that you know how I am. Yeah. As you can see, I'm very happy tonight. Still got the smoky camera, but that's okay. That computer's been lasting me almost 8 years now.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, the only thing wrong is that the camera I washed it, but it's not perfect. Put it that way.
Yeah.
And the laptop that I have, well, it's a piece of junk. It's the same speed as this one and everything, and yet it takes half an hour just to boot up.
Oh, wow.
How you feeling there, Richard?
The good news is I went for the sleep clinic. And
sleep study, yeah.
Yeah, sleep study.
And what happened is they were telling me that I stopped breathing 49 times per hour.
Woo-hoo.
So they gave me a CPAP machine on Tuesday. I've used it Tuesday, and she phoned me Wednesday and told me I went from 49 to 5 times per hour stop breathing.
Wow.
What an improvement that is.
Yeah.
My personal support worker told me today, which is my 3rd day on the CPAP, she says that since I've been on there, I haven't had any nightmares. I haven't been punching or kicking like in my dreams. And that I'm sleeping like a baby.
Yay.
The baby that you are.
And my puffers that I have, I only took once while I slept for 8 hours.
Wow.
Instead of once every 2 hours.
Oh, so it's really helping.
And she makes me walk to the road and back, which is, well, about the distance, let's say maybe 150 feet. And I can do it now since I've been 3 days on the CPAP. I actually can do it without losing my breath.
Woohoo.
So I'm improving.
Big time. Yeah. Big time.
Sounds like it to me, brother.
Yeah. And during the day, my 2 puffers, I have a new puffer that they gave me that's non-steroid that I take 2 puffs at night. And it's long lasting. And my puffers that I've been on over 50 years, now I'm back to taking it every 3-4 hours instead of every 2 hours.
Woohoo! Good news.
So this is only in 3 days now. Amazing.
Yeah. Amazing.
My oxygen, when I'd wake up, used to be in the 70s. Now When I wake up, it's 85. So it's increased from 77 to 85.
Woohoo.
And
A major improvement.
during the day, I used to be 87 to 89. Now I'm 90 to 92
Wow.
during the day.
Good stuff.
So that's the latest news that I have for you. And I love all of you from the bottom of my heart. And I miss the hell out of you guys.
Aw.
We miss you too, brother. God bless you, and we're glad you're doing better. That is good
I'm
stuff.
feeling great, really.
We
I'm
miss you
feeling great.
too, Richard.
All right. Hey, I think we just heard from the one, the only, out there in Papua New Guinea, Miss Elizabeth.
I'm just so glad to hear Richard's voice again.
Right. We're glad he's here
Love you,
too.
Rich.
He sounds so
Everybody loves you and misses you, Richard Lamont. And whether or not you like it or not, bite me.
Yeah, but I said it first. I got you first.
You always say it first. You're always Johnny on the spot or Richard on the spot.
Hey, John, bite me, John.
Uh-oh. He got you too, John Barilla.
But yeah, bite me, Richard.
I'm so happy to be here.
We're happy you're here too, brother.
We're glad you're in good spirits.
That's right.
Oh.
Carmela Schwartz, hello to you. Hello to you, Guyana. Namaste, namaskar, sir. Hello to you, Greg Lakin, Deborah Long. Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome. Good panel.
Richard Lamott, of course. There's Chris Tiazone. Lynn Nakamoto made the show tonight. Whoa. Double H is here. Henry Horn. And One Loney is in the house. Welcome, Loney and Charlie Ellis.
And we have Greg Hill coming in right now.
Greg Hill is on his way. There's Deborah with her, she's a farmer's hat. She's got that farmer's hat on. Do you live in Kansas? Where do you live? Where do you call home?
Hi, Carmela. How you doing, girl?
Hi, Richard.
Richard,
Okay,
little
thank you.
Richard is in the house.
I'm happy to see you again. I'm happy to see you again.
I'm so happy to
Welcome.
be here. Right now I'm in heaven.
Yeah.
All right.
We are
Almost
so
heaven.
happy to see
West
you. It's so
Virginia.
good. Thank
Oh, I
God you
feel
are
great.
alive and you are good.
I feel great. Since I've been on that CPAP
Wow.
machine, I feel great.
Wow.
All right.
What
We
is
need
that?
to say hello to
What is that
Melanie.
CPAP machine? What is that CPAP machine? Can you
It pushes
explain a
air.
little bit?
All it does is you put on a mask and it pushes air so that you don't, if your body goes to stop breathing, it forces your body to breathe.
Wow, it's something
That's
new.
a good description for sure.
That's
All
all
right.
it does. It just pushes air as you breathe. And I've noticed that
how long have you?
my breathing is getting more like towards normal again. Like I used to always, how would I say that? But now I'm breathing normal again.
Wow.
Not
Wow.
100%, but maybe about 80%.
That's good stuff,
Wow.
Richard.
And that's only in
How long
3
have you
days.
been that?
That's
3
only
days
in
you
3
have been
days.
in 3 days. Wow.
3 days of
Amazing.
using the machine. Yeah.
That's good.
Not too shabby. Let's say a few more hellos. There was Carmela and Richard, and we'll say hello to Elizabeth Priscilla Bade from Papua New Guinea. Welcome to you, Elizabeth. We're glad you're here.
And let's give her a chance to talk about her webinar coming up. Go ahead, Elizabeth. You can unmute, Elizabeth. Can you unmute? Elizabeth?
Hello, can you hear me, Lynn?
Very, very good. Maybe you could put your face a little higher up so we see your face. We only see your head.
Higher.
Uh-oh, where did you go?
Whoops. Whoops. Where'd she go?
Yeah, maybe the network was weak today. She'll come back. We'll watch for her. I hope she doesn't have that same thing John got the other day. Yeah, John? Hopefully. All right, we'll continue.
All right, let's continue on. Let's say a few more hellos. Let's say hello to Dawn Swihart and DL McConaughey from the USA, and Melanie Marcano from Canada, of course. John Barilla, and he's from New York City, New York. And John, have you got a song for us tonight?
I do. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is it a secret?
It's a secret.
Sometimes you tell us what it is, but is it a secret tonight?
Yeah, it's the same old song. No, actually, it's a song. It's called The Same Old Song, and it was it's about a Four Top. Well, the Four Tops did it, and it's just a fun song. I'll talk a little bit about it
old song
later. Yeah.
But what a different rhythm, and yes, it's the same.
Yeah.
Song. All right, we'll wait for you, John. Your rendition will be much better than mine.
That one I don't know.
The Four Tops. Oh my goodness.
That sound doesn't ring a bell.
Motown, brother and sister. Motown.
Well, yeah, and I'll tell you a little bit about the song later, which is just a little quirky, little fun, interesting thing.
Sounds good to me, for sure. Chris Tiazone is here. Greg Hill has come off the hill, and he's joined us. Hello, Greg. Welcome. Love
Thank you.
brother.
Can't get anything to work as far as uploading tonight. I don't know what it is.
It's okay. We see your face clearly. That's just good too.
Okay.
Good enough.
Yeah.
All right.
I forgot it's supposed to go like this, right?
If everybody who was here last night knows this is the American Sign Language for bald-headed. Bald-headed.
Bald-headed. That's the way we roll. Right there, brother. All right. Let's say hello to Charlie Ellis. He's in the house. Welcome, Charlie. We're glad you're here. And let's say thank you to Sifu Francis Tay for a super sticker he put in the chat. Thank you very much there, Sifu.
Thank you.
And let's see, tomorrow is Saturday. What do we have upcoming Saturday? Is that the new Papua New Guinea?
OES, no, his normal Saturday.
Oh, okay.
But I want to give Elizabeth, when she comes back, I hope she can come back. She's going to talk about the OES Papua New Guinea webinar, which is going to be held Saturday morning, 5:30 a.m. Eastern, and that would be 5:30 p.m.
In Asia.
In Philippines, Singapore, and Asia.
Well, that's the perfect timing for Greg Hill. That's 2:30 in the morning. He's just getting in.
But it's a good time for PNG because it's
right.
7:30 p.m. PNG.
And we will be there to support them. Tomorrow is the first one, right?
Excuse me, Lynn ma'am. Excuse me, Lynn ma'am. I sent a super sticker. You get it or not? Please inform me.
Oh yes, we just got it right now. Thank
Whoa!
you so much.
Thank you very much, there, Deanna. Very nice of you. Thank you. We love you, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you for that super sticker. Very kind of you. We love you.
Very good.
And thank you for your support being here every night, brother. We know you got things to do, taking care of your parish and everything. So thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
And here comes Elizabeth. She comes back. She's coming back. We'll let her speak. And then Pedro Estrada is coming in now.
The gang is getting here by the moment. All right. Oh, let's say hello to who else? Just Pedro Jose Estrada Saladas. Buenas noches. Glad you're here, Pedro. Thank you for being here. We'll look forward to hearing from you in a little bit.
Yes, good evening.
All right. All right. Tonight's topic, as you know, Pedro, is AI and agriculture, farming's future. And oh, yeah, we talked a little bit about what's happening with farming and it's exciting stuff. I mean, they got satellites now telling people down here on planet Earth when it's going to rain, when the best time to plant is. Didn't have that 30 years ago. Even 20 years ago, we didn't have that, to be honest. And of course, Melanie Marcano, Mel, also known as Sunshine, is in the house from Canada. Welcome to you. Let's go around the horn and see who else is here. It's Richard and John and Lone, Henry Horn, Dawn and DL. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you, everybody, for putting the background up. Those of you who could and did, thank you. Greg Lakin, welcome to the show tonight. We're glad you're here, brother. And I think it's time we get into this a little bit. Let me take a peek. Oh, I did want to tell you, there are 45 watching us on YouTube. And stand by. Can we have a drum roll, please? 56 here. That's any way you look at it. That's up 57. That's 102. 102 ONPASSIVians and others have joined us. So thank you, everybody. Everybody love somebody. Remember that one, John? That's going way back. All right, Greg Lakin has his hand up. Let's hear from you, brother Greg. Go ahead.
Okay.
Unmute.
Yeah. Can I be heard?
Yeah.
You can be heard and you are heard. You're Lima Chicken, brother.
Way back when I first moved up here, it was a group of that now own big screens that is gone really massive for organic things, and they started out with the little farm that I mean it's just, you know, organic is the way to go, but
what do they grow, Greg? Do you know what they produce? Vegetables or fruits or both?
All types of vegetables.
I hope not the dreaded Brussels sprouts.
Well, yeah. Some people like them.
Yeah, I keep hearing the best way to have them is fry them, have some fried sprouts, but I don't know about that one. So we'll have to wait and see on that. The jury's still out if I'm going to get into Brussels. My mother used to put those darn things on the table every Friday night, those little cabbage-looking things. And she would say, Robert, you need to eat your vegetables if you're going to play baseball at a higher level than Little League. So I didn't listen, but I did make it past Little League, believe it or not. All right, let's get on with this thing. All right, enough talk about me. Let's talk AI. Let's talk agriculture, and let's go to Dawn Swihart and DL. Go ahead, guys.
Hello, everybody. I just ran across an article online here. It was too good not to read. Basically, artificial intelligence can help farmers increase production and profitability through smart farming techniques. AI can help farmers anticipate weather patterns, like Rob said. It can help pest attacks, potential crop diseases, allow them to take proactive measures to protect their crops. AI can also help farmers identify areas that need irrigation, fertilization, pesticide treatment, and can monitor soil and crop health. I thought that was outstanding article.
That is good stuff, man. That is good stuff. Go ahead.
I was going to tell you to roast your Brussels sprouts in the oven in olive oil. You'll love them.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do just for you. I'm going to put them in the oven. I'm going to roast them, and I'm going to send a whole box of them up there to Ohio. And you can eat those Brussels sprouts to your heart's content.
They're really good for you, though, Rob. They absolutely are. It's basically cabbage. That's all it is.
Yeah, I know. But they look so dangerous sitting there. on the plate. So, at any rate, I'm a prune guy from way back. But at any rate, Brussels sprouts, huh? Okay. If I eat a Brussels sprout, roasted one, maybe we'll try that. Best to not get them frozen, right, Dawn? Get them fresh.
The fresh is always the best. I mean, in any vegetable, but no, put some garlic on them and roast them with some olive oil.
Yum, yum, Rob.
Oh my goodness. Roasted Brussels sprouts. What's this world? You know, roasted spam, roasted Brussels sprouts. Okay, well, at least the farmers know a good thing by growing Brussels sprouts and other vegetables. No doubt about it. So I think I may have to try one of those.
I boiled them and then drained the water and add butter, salt, and pepper. Yum, yum.
Yum, yum. Oh, we had 2 votes in now, Dawn. Both yum, yums. Okay, well, that all being said, I think we're going to cruise around a little bit now. We're talking AI. We're talking agriculture. And let's see, somebody lives on a farm, don't they? Who was it that lives on a farm? Let's see, Henry Horn wears a cowboy hat. Henry, are you a farmer?
I was living in a kibbutz. It's like a farm.
Oh, there you go. I should remember that.
Hang on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Henry.
No, I'm not a farmer, but I have a really good recipe for Brussels sprouts.
Oh, you guys are killing me tonight with the Brussels sprouts. Why the heck did I mention Brussels sprouts?
You'll fall in love with them.
What does it have in it?
Well, you take the big leaves off first, and you put them on a separate cookie sheet and throw them in the oven and bake them on a high heat with some olive oil and salt and pepper. And they're like chips. They're like the flake chips. And then you cut the other ones in half and bake them in the oven with some olive oil, garlic powder, some salt and pepper, and they're fantastic.
Oh my goodness!
They get brown. Yeah, they get brown. They're really good.
That's 3 people now out of 12, 16 people have said Brussels sprouts are the way to go.
Yeah, you'll fall in love with them.
All right.
There's one other thing I wanted to mention. So I'm an Uber driver, and I meet a lot of people. And the other day, I met a doctor who was in town to meet some clients. No, he wasn't. Yeah, he would. No, he's a medical salesman, and we were talking about how robotics was taking over the medical industry, and he was doing a presentation to some doctors that were in town, and we were talking about AI and how it was just going to revolutionize everything. So it just feeds into what we were talking about the other night. So
sure. Now, when you drive for Uber, do you also drive for Lyft, if I might ask, or you don't drive for both?
I have driven for Lyft, but Uber has different levels that you can rise up, and so it's taken me a year to get to platinum twice, and so I'm shooting to be diamond, which is the highest level, by the end of July. So
good stuff. Keep it up.
Yeah, so I enjoy it. I get to meet so many different people from all walks of life, and I get to talk about. Do you drive
during the day, or are you a nighttime guy?
Just during the day. Let the nighttime guys do the nighttime, and I use them when I want to go out.
All right, sounds good. Let's swing on over to. Let's see. It was either Melanie or Greg first. We're going to go with ladies first, Greg. Sorry to do it to you in case you were first. Go ahead, Mel. Talk to us about agriculture, will you?
Thank you, Rob.
And don't talk about Brussels sprouts, please.
No, well, I do like what Don and what's his name, Henry Horn and Greg does. In the oven, and a bit of grated garlic, a spread of olive oil, rosemary leaves, and it tastes good. It takes the bitterness out of the Brussels. That's the thing. It takes-
Okay, I guess I'm sold. I don't know.
He's not.
I'm still not 100% sold, but you know, the garlic thing I love, and if you take the leaves off, maybe that's the answer. Now, when you bite into those bad boys, are they crunchy or are they soft like my mother used to cook? She used to boil them.
As Don said, it's like cabbage. It's mini cabbage. That's all I know. And it's good for high blood pressure. It's good for swelling. So
Okay.
what's bitter is good for you. I always know that growing up. Okay, I'm going to talk about agriculture. So I know about agriculture the basic way, but with AI, I'm going to say some things that I saw. You know how they have the pesticides that ruins people's system in food? Now they will have herbicides. So they're going to use the old herb that they throw away and grind it up into kind of a manure or feed for plants. So whatever we throw, as far as old weeds and old plants, it's gonna be brought back into a grinder and go back to the soil to feed the plants itself. So that's one way of AI, and it's using AI machine for the grinding. The other one is an agribot, like a robot, agribot, and it's a cutting-edge agricultural robot. It leverages sophisticated camera and image recognition to identify and eliminate weeds. So one of them is called the cattle eye, and that's for monitoring livestock, but it's how the cattle are fed, so they have a way of monitoring them. So I guess nothing poisonous or nothing too bad will go in their system, so we have to eat after. So that's what I saw. There's more, but I'm just giving two so far.
All right. Well, thanks for steering clear of the little cabbage guys. Appreciate it. All right, let's bounce on up to the San Juan Islands and hear from the guy that goes like this. Go ahead, Greg.
Hey, good evening, everybody. It's a great subject. I was, as like Don, doing some reading and stuff just a little bit before this session started tonight. And of course, I don't know how many of us here. I know there's three of us, John Borelli, yourself, and myself are in our 70s. I don't know about Pedro. He might be, but those people that are Spanish descent always look young. And, but anyway, you remember and you recall, and we're going to talk here a second about something. It's called a hit and miss. Do you know what that is? Of course you do. A hit and miss engine?
Yes.
Okay, so now we've come quite a ways since the hit and miss engine, and 132 years ago was the first commercially successful steam-powered farm tractor specifically designed for crop work. And I was thinking about that because they have a hit and miss show here in my little town of Anacortes in the summers, and they took it away about 2 years ago, which was really sad because all these people would come with this farm equipment, which was really old, and they've been working on it, and I actually helped somebody else do that and help him bring down his old tractors and stuff. And I was thinking about where we've come in 132 years from now, because the Amish still at this point here use horses. So anyway, the last thing I had read, and I remember it says the first commercially successful steam-powered farm tractor specifically designed for crop work was sold in 1892 by John Froelich in Iowa, USA. Froelich's invention marked the beginning of a new era in agricultural machinery. Can you imagine that? That was a new era because there was a steam engine out there, and that thing was going to produce some stuff. And so transitioning from the horse-drawn to the mechanized farming. And here we are now from the mechanized farming to AI farming. Crazy.
How about all that? And you know what? I think that's right up Greg Lakin's alley. Did you hear that, Greg? A steam engine tractor? How cool is that? It's very cool. All right, let's if we may, let me see. Did I catch everybody who had their hand up? Wait a minute. Let's go to, well, that was Greg Hill. He's done for now. Put a fork in him. He's done. All right. And let's see what else we can do here to get the troops. I'd like to hear, if I may, what are you wearing a Boston Celtics jersey for? You proud or something there, Charlie? I see it. I see it. And I was, hey, going way back, I was a Bill Russell fan. I mean, a Bill, and I was sorry to see he passed recently. What a gentleman that guy was, for sure. Bill Russell. Wow.
Right.
All right. Well, I know you're proud to be a Celtics fan. I got it. I got it. What did I want to do next? Oh, I want to hear from ጵৃശ്𝗱 𝗔𝗴𝗂𝗏. She has an upcoming webinar. Get this now. 5:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is 5:30 p.m. Asia Pacific Time. Elizabeth is hosting her very own Bangladesh, OES not Bangladesh, OES Papua New Guinea. How cool is that? So, Elizabeth, if you're with us, talk to us, will you?
So she's here with us.
Go ahead and unmute and lay it on us there, lady.
Okay. Hello, Rob. Can you hear me?
You are audible.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Mel. Love you. I saw your message. Hello, everyone. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Chris, if you are there. Yes, this is going to be my first of its kind for me. And that's the reason why I have been asking for assistance. And Lynn, thank you so much indeed for that call you gave me this morning. I enjoyed it, and I have gone around and did what I had to do. And I'm pretty sure Francis is going to be doing the right thing for me. So Mel, if you see another link coming out, it will be the better one that will be done by Francis Tay. And that's going to be another one sent to your page or your group. And I promise I'll be with you, my sister. Don't worry about that. It's the timing thing that is really killing us on this earth, the time difference.
Well, I'll
but
tell
otherwise,
you what, though,
yes, everyone is welcome.
I have a new service. It's called Robbie's Wake Ups. And anybody that needs to get at 5 o'clock for the 5:30 webinars, let me know. Shoot me a text or a message, and I'll be giving you a call. And
Thank you, Rob. Yeah, so that's what's going to be happening for Papua New Guinea this evening. And I am up for correction, whatever. I will be here to learn from you guys. And that is going to be the first time ever for me to host a webinar myself. It's going to be really informal, and it's just, just stop by and say hello and whatever, and you go off whenever you are ready.
Does that mean I can show up in a T-shirt?
So that's what it's going to be.
This collared shirt, huh?
Yeah, so we'll just see how we go with the network, everybody. We're really having problem with network up here in PNG. It's really a problem because I've looked around for our people to come on and help me out to become co-host and stuff like that, but they all seem to be having network problem. And one, Daniel Sunny lost his phone, so that's a real problem. That's why you don't hear him anymore. So that's what those are the challenges that I'll be going through tonight. So if you see us going in and out, that's going to be a major problem for us. It's a real challenge right now. So thank you so much, Lynn, for promoting the webinar. And thank you everyone that have shown interest in coming on board. I would love to meet you all tonight.
We'll
thank
be
you
there
so much,
to support
Lynn.
you.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, Papua New Guinea, Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth from How about this PNG? All right, we'll see you at 5:30.
Thank you. Thank you, Rob.
Yes, you're welcome. The webinar link for the OES PNG is in the back office already. I posted it, so the link is right there.
Thank you.
So feel free to pick it up there, and we'll also post it in our RobLynn Live and OES groups.
Messenger.
Thank you so much indeed, Lynn. Thank you.
We'll have the link. Yeah.
Looking forward
Thank
to
you
it.
for your help. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll just come by and say what you want to say, please.
Well, I'll
Because
likely
my
be in a
people, whoever
t-shirt.
will be able to come on, would like to hear from you all.
Well, you
Anyone
said
who
it
will manage to
foremost,
come
so
on
look for
board.
me in a t-shirt. I'll be in a t-shirt.
She has a lifetime, so
Thank you. Thank you,
All right.
Lynn. Love you. Love you, Rob.
love you too.
Love you right back. All right. Who's next? DL, did I see that hand go up, or was I seeing things?
No, it was up for a minute or so. I just wanted to say, as far as the Boston Celtics go, John Havlicek is from my hometown of Bridgeport, Ohio. John Barilla would know that if he's from Steubenville. He would know the Havlicek's from Bridgeport. But he played with Bill Russell on those championship teams of the South.
Yes, he did. Now, did he just pass as well? I thought I saw something about that.
Yes, it's been pretty recent for John. He played on the Bridgeport High School football team in 1958. John had a older brother named Frank that my dad went to school with. My dad used to tell me that John Havlicek was actually the water boy for the football team. They called him Little Johnny. It's a true story.
From boy to, All-America, All-Star, and wow, All-Pro. What a guy.
He had a great career at Ohio State for college, too. He was on the OSU team in 1960, won that NCAA championship against Oscar Robertson and the Royals from Cincinnati. Bearcats, I should say.
Man, you going back a few years. I remember all this stuff. That's the sad part. I remember a lot of this. So, yeah, man, a lot of the legends are passing on.
Yeah. The Big O, Oscar Robertson, one of my absolute favorites. I actually got his autographed when he came in. They actually played in our Steubenville community arena, St. John's Community Arena one time. And, well, all those guys, Bill Russell, incredible player, the Celtics. In fact, this latest championship gave the Celtics their 18th championship in the NBA, more than any other team in NBA history. And they took the title away from, help me out, Los Angeles Lakers, who had 17 before that. But now with this win, the Celtics become the most winning championship team in NBA history. And Bill Robinson, absolutely incredible player. Of course, my favorite at the time was Wilt Chamberlain. And the battle between those two guys, even though the Celtics have a better record in a sense, there's nobody greater than Wilt Chamberlain. And I remember Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain battling each other, so many times, just to bring that stuff.
Wilt the Stilt, if I remember. He was the first big guy, real big guy, extra big guy at over 7 feet, right?
Well, Bill Russell was no short guy. Yeah, technically, but really, I think the first known big, tall player, I don't remember exactly how tall he was what's his name? George Micah, I think it was. That was his name? George Micah?
Whoa. Yeah.
That goes back to the 50s. But anyway, yeah, he was tall. Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain was one of the greatest overall athletes of all time. He could play many sports. And in basketball, of course, scoring-wise, he dominated. Even though he didn't have the championships that Bill Russell had, he dominated as far as the score goes. He has that record of 100 points in one game. Anyway.
Yes, he
While
did.
We're talking Celtics, DL, how about Bob Cousy? He was the first guy.
Oh, another one. What was he great?
Bob Cousy. What was he, 5'8", 5'9"?
No, he wasn't that short, but he was not. He was a little taller than that, but he wasn't even 6 foot, I don't think. But he wasn't 5'8". I don't think he was 5'8". We'd have to check that though.
That 100-point game you were talking about, John. Do you remember how Wilt Chamberlain used to shoot a foul shot? Does anybody?
How he did what? Say it again.
Bucket shot.
He used to shoot a foul shot. How Wilt Chamberlain used to shoot a foul shot.
Underhand.
Yeah,
he did the underhand. Yeah.
He scored 100 points in one game. I think that's the only pro to.
Absolutely. And it wasn't televised because they weren't televising their games so much in those days. So, some people say, we didn't see it. It didn't happen. No, it did happen.
All right, we better get back on topic.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I'll just sit back here now.
All right. Well, I was going to get back on the Brussels sprouts, but rather than do that, let's go with AI and agriculture. That was a good point you brought up there, DL, about how how they're able to control pesticides, insecticides, overwatering. AI is on top of all this stuff, so that's good stuff. It truly is good stuff, AI.
Yeah. We had a small farm in West Bridgeport when I was growing up, so I was familiar with all those things. It was a small farm, but it was still a farm, and we did those type of things. We didn't have very many pesticides, though, so it was all natural pretty much.
Don't tell me your number one crop was Brussels sprouts.
we had a lot of carrots and green beans, things along those lines.
All right, that's better. That's better. I can deal with that stuff. And celery, I can deal with that too. Celery and cream cheese. That was tonight's appetizer. All right, let's go round the horn. Let's go to the Boston Celtics, and Charlie Bo got you covered. Foul shooting Ellis. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. I remember very well when I grew up in Lake Ďeřmať, Mississippi, back in the crop area, right over over the levee from the Mississippi River. And I actually moved to Boston. Mom's went to Boston to find a better job for herself. And after being there for about 15, 16 years, I came back to be my uncle who was passing away because of cancer. The first job that I got back there was, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but the first job I got was as a crop duster. So what I did was when the gentleman sprayed the crop, I would, me and another guy, he would run the hose to the plane. I would mix the chemicals and send it to the airplane to spray the crop, and I remember very well that the chemicals would burn my arm. I had to rub myself down, my face and everything. So I'm quite sure the crop dusters here now could appreciate a system using AI nowadays.
That's for sure. Thank you for that, Charlie. I'd say go green, but then I'd offend a few other people. So go green, I guess. All right. Let's see who else wants to have a conversation with us about AI and, of course, farming or agriculture. There's got to be somebody here on the panel or somebody in the attendees. We've got 51 on YouTube and 67 here. That's 118. 118, triple digits once again on the RobLynn Live Network. Not too
shabby.
Oh, doggies, this is fun. All right, now put in the chat if you would, anybody, just what in AI, what part of agriculture do you feel AI is having a vital role in? We'd like to hear from everybody in the chat. You don't have to be on the panel to write in the chat. Anybody and everybody are welcome to write in the chat, so please do. And we want to say a few more hellos, if we may, in the live chat on YouTube. Kanitha Moment is here. Karina Lance again. Sarija Jana is here. And Bhavine, I didn't see Bhavine. Wait a minute. Oh, Davina. Davina is here.
Davina.
Yeah, and we're happy to see Davina. Very nice that you're here. Galleon Moment is here. Mukesh Nishad is here. Kanitha Moment is here. The Moments are taking over tonight. They are here. Shandan is here. And in addition to Shandan is ጵ'Hėvy'Sū. And I would say your last name, but I'm not going to do that to you. Sukumar Biswas is in the house. ጵ'Hėvy'Sū, thank you for being here. We appreciate it very much. Irena Sala is in the house. Thank you, Srijit, for being here again. Shyam Prakash Pandey is here, and he appears to be pretty excited about being in OnPassive. and I mentioned 𝗙𝗿𝗺 and Irena, and there's 𝗙𝗿𝗺 𝗙𝗂𝗁 is in the house. Welcome to you, and 𝗙𝗿𝗺. So the moments have certainly taken over tonight. All right, I believe I see a hand. I see a couple of hands. Mel, did I skip over you? You spoke, right? Mel?
Yes, I did, Rob.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm losing it tonight. Okay, let's go to Carmela, and then we'll go back to DL and Dawn. Carmela? Hello, everybody. Go ahead.
Hello. I was living in a kibbutz when I was young, and we have a farm there. We have agriculture, and we did a good experience. I was a child. I didn't work at all. I just pick up apples from trees, which I love to eat apples from the trees. It's another taste. You know, when I came to the city after I left the kibbutz, I can't eat any apples anymore because they sit for 1 year in the refrigerator when you are eating them in the city. You don't eat the real fruit. It's another taste. There are many new ways with AI to help the agriculture, and I'm just learning it because it was a long time ago when I was in the farm. We used to do other things. It's new, and Israel technology is the first in the world. I'm hearing every day something new that they made. Like yesterday, I saw that they do a car which go to a place that there is no water, and they can, with that car, they have a machine that can take any water from everywhere and make it to drink. So it's incredible. Every bad water they can make it to, they bring it to a machine and you take it out and you can drink it. This is amazing. It's a new stuff in the world. It's a new invention from Israel. Even the water that the fields get, it's a kind of another water that it's not available for drinking. We have a special pipes which color in another color that you know that this is not for drink, it's only for the agriculture. There are many ways to do the agriculture, and it's a university to learn. It's not 1 minute to speak here.
All right. Thank you for that. Now, did you make your own apples and honey for Rosh Hashanah since you had apples on the ground?
Yeah, we used to take all, you know, the apples fall on the floor. We are as a child, we have a walk. We have to go under the apple tree to pick up all the apples that fall on the floor, and those going to the industry to make them for food. They use them for food, but the industry, to the smashed apples, to the other things, to the Jewish, the real apple that comes from the tree. There are many kinds. There are the best one goes to the big refrigerator, and they pick them and clean them and put them in a nice boxes, and they send them to another countries. The best of the best going to the hotels. You know, they are separate them which go to where. And the best apple is you eat it from the tree. When you eat it from the refrigerator, it's not tasty. You feel it's something else. If you never taste something from the tree, It's for you. It's good, but I can't eat any other apples. Sorry. This is my story about agriculture. Back to you, Rob. Did Rob disappear? Where is he?
I don't know.
Hello?
Where'd he go?
Okay,
Hello?
so maybe Lynn is here. Did she disappear too?
Okay, well, since
What
we're
happened?
waiting, I'll come
What
in
happened? They left me to speak and they're gone? Okay, I can speak all night.
Go ahead,
All night
Pedro.
long. I'm a good speaker.
and I'll wait for Carmela.
So this is agriculture. I tell you, it's something interesting. If you want to know more about it, you have to go and read, because there is always something new about it. I have my own garden, which I do some I build I put beans, and I grow up some green for the drink, and I drink them, and some a little bit for food, but most of it it's the green for the salads, and I have a lot of roses, as you know, which I love. And where is Rob and Lynn? I'm worried they're gone.
She just texted me and said that their Wi-Fi is down. So keep talking.
Yeah. I'll jump in the conversation.
I want to ask. I'm interested to speak with Richard. Is he here? Richard, are you here?
Yes.
Richard, I would like to know about the machine with the air that you got. Is it a big box that you have been inside?
Hang on.
It's very interesting, you know.
Uh-oh, look out. What's Richard doing now?
Richard is here. I see him. He just went to, he said, hold on, he's bringing something.
All right, here he comes. Here he comes. What's he doing?
I see.
Is that an old radio or something? Oh, that's his.
No, this is the machine. I think.
That's his breathing device for us.
That's no bigger than that. As you can see, it's not that big. What it does is it pushes air, constant air, and if you're breathing starts to go bad, it pushes more air.
Very interesting.
There we go.
What is this?
I don't know if you saw it, but that was the size of the machine.
No, we saw it. Yeah, we saw it.
It's very small.
Yeah, it is very small. How it
and on the side, like on the side, you got distilled water. Like I breathe from the mouth when I sleep, so that I don't get dry mouth. It's got water that keeps that air a little bit damp, so that I don't get dry mouth.
Wow.
And if I put it on automatic, if the temperature changes, there's a little heater under the water that will actually heat up the water.
Very interesting.
Amazing. There's Lynn. Lynn is back. And a couple of people, mute your mics if you're not talking. You got like a whole lot of mics open. Here comes Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. You disappeared for a while.
I knew you guys would carry on without us. John, I'm sure you were helping, right, John?
Okay.
Everybody pitched in. Everybody helped out.
Thank you, guys.
Okay,
We got to see Richard's device, breathing device.
Oh, really?
Yes, they show us. It's a small box.
Called the CPAP.
Is it a CPAP?
What is the name of that box? Did he say have a name?
It's a CPAP.
CPAP.
CPAP. I know CPAP. Yes, we have it in Israel too.
CPAP machine.
Okay, I know. I had a boyfriend who had a CPAP at home. He didn't want to use it. And because he didn't use it, a year after he went to a hospital and he had operation with his heart because the heart didn't work too good too. And the problem is when you are snoring, the CPAP help you to breathe.
It has airflow, yeah.
It actually stops you from snoring. It stops the snoring.
Yeah. It
yes,
makes it
stop the
airflow.
snoring.
Yeah. It keeps
It's amazing.
passages open. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's very good, the CPAP. Yes. You have to be one at a dream. It's called a dream. You have to be in a special research for 24 hours, and then they decide if you need the CPAP, and then they give you the CPAP, and you have to sleep with it every night, and it's keep you breathing. Because you are stopping breathing when you are asleep and you don't know it, and you can die from it. So the CPAP is saving life.
Mm-hmm.
I was stopping 49 times per hour breathing. And
yes,
since
you
I've
need
used,
it every night.
And the first night that I used it, I went down to 5, from 49 to 5.
Amazing, amazing. So don't stop using it because he didn't want to use it, and after that have to get operation with his heart.
Well, what happens, Carmela, what happens is a lot of people, they move a lot while they sleep. Like my youngest stepson, he's got the machine, but thank God somebody was watching because he almost choked himself because he turns a lot and the tube went around his neck, choking him.
Oh, wow. Can I see your machine? Richard, can you just show it to me?
Oh,
it's a very good one.
Here we go.
It's a small box.
He has to go retrieve it. He's got to retrieve it now.
You can take it with you. Can take it with you everywhere.
Sorry, Richard.
Even if you travel.
I'll show you the mask first.
Okay.
Okay. There's the mask. I put it over my head like this. I just put this in my face and I put this over my head like that.
Wow.
That's how
and
I
you sleep with it.
Put the mask on. And then I got 2 straps that pull the mask on each side at the bottom. Oh. Stay there. Stay there. Here comes the machine. That's the machine. Right there.
Box.
There's the water. Whoops. That's the water thing at the end here. You put distilled water in there. And it keeps dampness in the air so that your mouth doesn't dry up. Oh, I got to put some more water in there.
Thanks for showing us.
It's amazing. It's amazing thing. And it saved a lot of people's life. because they don't know even that they are not breathing well while they're sleeping. And they
Chris is telling
snoring.
us, Chris, if you look in the chat, Chris Tuzon wrote CPAP. What it stands for, it means continuous positive airway pressure. That's what it stands for. Continuous positive airway pressure. So basically, it's just air flowing to keep your airway open so you keep breathing. It doesn't close, you know? Your airway stays open. That's basically what it is.
And it prevents you from snoring too.
That's good. I'm happy for you, Richard.
But like I said, you know, in 3 days, like I've been doing for years, punching, kicking while I sleep, to the point that I couldn't sleep with the wife anymore. It was dangerous. And I was screaming and crying, getting nightmares. Now, since I've been on the CPAP for 3 days, I never had a nightmare, never punched, never kicked. I mean, it's amazing.
It's a saving life, but keep using it. Don't stop it.
Oh, I'm
Because
never
if
going
you
to
stop
stop.
it,
I'm never going to stop, and I'm very comfortable with it.
oh, I'm happy for you.
Like the lady that showed me the machine and introduced me to it, she's used to seeing people that have fears of, you know, putting a mask on, stuff like that. And she put me at ease. She made me do it right there with her. She even went right to the top with the air. I mean, that was pushing hard, but it didn't hurt me whatsoever.
Well, we hope that the information you shared tonight will bless others. You know, there'll be a lot of people listening, not to the live, but to the replay. There'll be, you know, it'll be up on our channel. So
Well, see, the doctor was saying there was nothing wrong with my lungs. And yet, 𝗙 told me it's inflammation. That a lot of people like me who had the 2 first vaccines for COVID ended up like this. Now, my worker, believe it or not, has 2 blood clots in her leg and her top of the arm, which you're going to have to remove, caused by that vaccine.
okay, we're going to avoid talking about vaccine, vaccine cons, because it's so controversial and it gets people all riled up. We've had that before on this show. So let's not go there about the vaccine part. Okay, but you can talk to people privately about that, Richard, just not in the community time.
Sure. So thank you, Richard, for telling me what helps you. I was very interesting to know. And I'm so happy that you find the solution for yourself. And now you are with us again.
Yay. We hope to see you more often, Richard, on our community time.
Oh, yeah, you will.
Okay, good. All right. Okay,
Now that
well,
I'm feeling better, because what was happening, Lynn, is I'd come on and I'd go as an attendee, but I'd cough too much. Like I was always cough, 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 cough.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't want to disturb anybody.
We understand. We're glad you're back, and thanks again for sharing what you use. It's going to bless other people, so that's really nice. Thank you. All right, it's now 9:38. Coming up in 2 hours, we have, I think, Deb's going to teach. I didn't check my, yeah, let me look. She has her word list ready. That's nice. So let's go to Deb now. She'll be teaching us some science. The list is in the RobLynn Live group on Messenger, and also in the Deaf Messenger group as well. All right. So let's go to side view. No, she'll be in the big view. Deb. Okay, hold on. She'll be in the middle. And everybody, please keep muted.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm a country girl here. Even though I grew up in the town and I got married to a farmer, so I have my tractor. That's what we have now, sort of. But there's a lot of bigger ones. I don't know if I can lift. Have you seen this one? That's big. You were asking if I drove a tractor, say a little bit. I didn't like it all, but I prefer to work. I had a neighbor at the farm. The farm is only about 1 mile. We're just living in a house here. He take over his parents' house. They're gone, so we bought the farm and paid off. As soon as Apple comes, then we'll get them all fixed up because it was built in the 1800s, so it's pretty old. So we need the new, modern, maybe AI farmhouse. My neighbor had 1 million artificial intelligence dairy farm. So we got to see it, how it works. Well, it's a robot that automatic milks the cows as they go, anytime, any hour. Wow. And now he went bankrupt because of the milk prices has gone down and they can't afford to feed the cows, grow the crops, things like that. So that's sad. A lot of farms are going down. So we want to keep them up, hoping that we all will support the farmers and feed the world. Right? Okay. I put hello, this country girl, Tish. I forgot my name. Sorry. Wrong. Debbie. Okay. This is farm. Farm. Farmer. Well, anything with the ER is down. Farmer. Okay. Moving my thing. Labor is like a person who works. Labor. Labor. Or you could spell LABOR. The worker. That's me. But I'm retiring. I'm retiring. Harvest. The book says it chop down the plant and we are gathered to harvest. Harvest. A lot of farmers have to work 24 hours out of 7 days all week. They don't get breaks. They're on schedule. Schedule. Like a calendar. Schedule. They have a lot of crop, CROP, crop management. With all the stuff, that's new to me. They have to predict weather. Predict me to go look. Predict whether it's going to be sunny, hot, good for hay. Soil, like you feel the land, the soil, the dirt, analytics. They have machines to tell what the soil needs, fertilizer, water, whatever. We're going to have some spelling. The crops that they grow are grain, GRAIN. brain. Hey, which I just told you. Hey, 𝗙𝗱 𝗙𝗴𝗀. Soybeans, one of those big farms in Michigan. My brother-in-law works for his boss. He's a big tractor. We went there on a honeymoon. My husband gets to drive the tractor. So SOYBEANS. They also do sugar beet. So it was fun. Wheat. 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 Now you don't have to spell the other two. Good. Vegetables. Vegetables. We do a lot of growing vegetables. Fruit. Fruit. Well, a lot of work on the farm. Let's support the farmers so we can feed the world. Thank you.
Okay, you can go.
I was going to say thank you, Deb, but I was muted as usual. So thank you, Farmer Deb. We appreciate that very much. And I've got a couple of announcements I need to make. Number one, we're at 116, which is pretty good for this time of the night. And that's 60 some odd and 40 some odd. So thank you, everybody. Tomorrow morning at 5:30. No. Is it 5:30 or 5 a.m.? For Papua New Guinea.
5:30 a.m.
Okay, 5:30 a.m. sharp. Don't be late. That's Eastern Daylight Time. Look for our friend from PNG. Why do I want 𝗙𝗱 𝗔𝗴𝗂𝗶. She'll be on with her very first webinar. And I believe 𝗙𝗱 Francis may be joining in, so it should be a lot of fun and a lot of knowledge being shared.
It's an OES.
Shared.
OES Papua New Guinea webinar.
OES Papua New Guinea.
OES webinar hosted by 𝗙𝗱 𝗔𝗴𝗂𝗏.
Okay, and then at 9:30 a.m. we've got the OP Kerala Founder Family webinar, and I believe Francis may be making that dance too. He gets around, that guy. So so 5:30 a.m. Look for 𝗙𝗱 𝗔𝗴𝗂 from Papua New Guinea, and then at 9:30 a.m. look for 𝗙𝗱 Francis and others on the OP Kerala Founders Family webinar. So there you have it.
And then also, when this webinar ends, remember you can head on over to the RobLynn Live YouTube channel where we will play the replay of last night's show if you'd like to join us there.
All right. That all being said, we'll also be back tomorrow night with another topic, likely about AI and something, and that's at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Now, we all know that you guys could be somewhere else tonight, but you chose to be here with RobLynn Live, the RobLynn Network, and RobLynn Live, and Ali. So we appreciate that. It means a lot to us. We may not say it enough, but I'm going to say it a few times tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate it all of you and it. And it looks like Srijit, we see you there now in the OConnect. Did you want to say something before we go to John Barilla?
Thanks, Rob. I want to say a little bit on today's topic. It was
Go
quite
ahead.
interesting. Okay,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you. Okay. First, I want to thank Greg for the gift of GIF. I have seen your message tonight. Where is Greg? Okay, thank you, Greg. I have received the message and the GIF for my usage. Okay, next I want to proceed for today's topic. Rob, sometimes I used to go to our village. I used to watch farming when I used to go to there. But that time there was no such automation system in the agricultural work. Rather than they do most of their job manually. Agricultural work is really a hard job, so labor shortage are nothing new. Thankfully, automation provides a solution without the need to hire more people. Lot of farmers do not showing interest in farming manually nowadays. In today's world, automated farm machinery like driverless tractors, smart irrigation, fertilization systems, IoT-powered agricultural drones, and smart spraying, vertical farming software system, and AI-based greenhouse robots.
Did his connection cut out? Looks like he's not there. Hopefully he'll come back. Hopefully 𝗙𝗱 will come back.
Yes, hopefully 𝗙𝗱 will be back with us.
It's his speaker that's off.
His speaker that's off. I don't see him. There I see he's come back.
Oh, good.
There's his video, and let's see if we can hear you now, 𝗙𝗱. Go ahead and unmute again. There you go.
Okay. I lost my connection. Okay. Application of AI in agriculture provides farmers with real-time costs inside, helping them to identify which areas need to irrigation, fertilizer, or pesticide treatments, etc. Innovation of farming practice such as vertical agriculture also can increase the food production while minimizing resource usage, resulting in better harvest quality. The AI algorithms enable autonomous crop management, and AI smart greenhouse optimizes plant growth by automatically adjusting the temperature, humidity, and light levels based on the real-time data. These are very much helpful, and it is almost labor-free to grow the agricultural system and to bring the enthusiasm to the farmers who are working in the farming land. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you, 𝗙𝗱. We appreciate that, and thanks for hanging in there and getting your audio back. We appreciate that very much. And let me say this: Lynn had mentioned that there'll be the replay of last night's RobLynn Live. It'll be promptly right after we salute you and say good night, good afternoon, ฎirivéderci, good morning, etc., good evening. And after we're going to do a couple of things yet. We need to do the group photo, but first we'd like to hear from 𝗙𝗱 𝗔𝗴𝗀 I believe I saw your hand up there for a moment, 𝗙𝗱.
Yes, I had it. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, those in the chat, and good morning to some. It's a very appropriate topic because of the times. Things are going up in price, and people are looking to have ways to multiply their own crops. I remember about 45 years ago, a little more than that, my cousin had graduated as a agriculture engineer, I guess, and he had a governmental position. And he took me on a tour. He went to small town in Guatemala. Farming is done by the natives. They have small pieces of land, and so they do the best they can in growing their own crops. And there is a season when they go and work for bigger farms to pick up cotton, sugarcane, other crops. But so he went and showed him how to do more with their own little piece of land by getting at least 2 different crops out of the same piece of land. So he got involved in many other projects. He came to be head of the National Department of Agriculture, and he is still developing things. But I like to have a conversation on him and see what advancement they have seen with AI. Just to say that I did speak to someone who was involved in a project in Israel. He had come to the Washington area to visit friends, and we touched on the topic, and he explained to me, first time I heard it, that Israel has satellites monitoring crops on the ground to know when to fumigate or do something about what is needed on the ground, and that is a great advancement because it can save the crop. They can benefit from that technology being used in lands where it's most needed. That's all I have to say on the topic. We're going to see more and more of these things and the usage of it, and then we'll keep learning more because we will be becoming familiar with it. So thank you so much, Rob.
All right, thank you, Pedro. We appreciate you, and thank you for being here from Gaithersburg. Also, I see Dawn's, yeah, I see that. Thank you. Dawn and DL, go ahead, please. We may call it a wrap with you guys. Go ahead. And then we're going to, oh, and Richard too. Okay, I got it. Go ahead, Dawn, first.
No, I just wanted to mention, I'm kind of getting away from the AI thing, but this is my favorite time of year because of all the farmers markets that are going on. Every community around us has a farmers market on a different day of the week. And if you have them in your area, get out to them. I mean, everything that's coming out, the seasonal things are coming out, and everything is fresh and yummy. And they have other things too at the farmers markets. So, but I just wanted to mention that.
All right. Thank you, Dawn. We appreciate that. Next, let's go to Richard. Got you covered. Bite me, Lamont. Go ahead, Richard.
Yeah, about the farming. I was watching a farmer on YouTube the other day. He does not use fertilizers. He doesn't use any chemical whatsoever. Guess what he uses? You're going to laugh. Plants. He says, with the carrots, you put a certain plant. With the potatoes, you put another type of plant. And these plants prevent the bugs. They actually prevent the bugs from going after the plants. I was amazed. I mean, I was, how do you say that? Flabbergasted or whatever. But anyway, what I want to say is I love all of you. I want to give you all a big kiss and a big hug. And thank you for being there for me. And thanks a million to all of you for your prayers.
You're welcome, brother. And we love you and we missed you. And we're glad you're feeling better. And go CPAP. Good stuff. Good stuff, brother. Okay, now we need Deb to tell us what sign she wants to use for a picture.
Farm. Okay, she picks a sign.
Farm.
This is a handshake. The thumb goes on the left side of your face by your chin, jaw, by your jaw, and then goes to the other side of your jaw.
All right. Let's all do farm.
Left side of face to right side.
Left to right. Farm. Farm.
Everybody got it.
And you need to take the picture then.
I'm letting them practice. Okay, are you guys ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3, smile and sign farm. Let's see. Is everybody signing?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody was signing. Good job.
All right, all right, all right. You are a group of signers.
And don't forget the I love you.
And we're going to do a picture now, one more picture, and then we're going to John Barilla. I promise, John. Let's do a picture with I love you. I love you. A bushel and a peck. I love you.
Everybody show us your I love yous. Keep your hand up high. Make sure we can see. Sarita, we got to see your hand a little higher.
There you go.
And Mel, your hand's got to be higher. There we go. There we go. Keep them up high. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and smile. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 3, smile.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Now we're going to roll on over to John Barilla. Johnny.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so I have a little bit of interesting explanation. But first of all, hold on a second. Before that, I'm going to go right with our theme song for RobLynn Live. There is a show. There is a show. There is a show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live tonight. There are two hosts. They are the most. I gotta say, they're not too shabby. They ain't crabby. It's RobLynn Live right now. Woo! Okay. Updates, panels, info, fun, variety talk show. It's the one. Like on Passive, it's delicious. It's on Passilicious. You can get anything that you want in Ashmore. Folks, that's right. Doggone it. There's a show. There's a show. There is a show we all love to go to. RobLynn Live. RobLynn Live at Ashmore Forest Restaurant. Oh, brother. I couldn't get Ashmore Forest's name on. How about that?
All right, Johnny.
Now we
all right, now let's have got another song.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I actually have an explanation for the song. Remember, I said I was going to do the it's the same old song, right? So anyway, it's the same old song. Of course, it's a Motown song. You know, everybody remembers the Motown sound, all the wonderful hits from all the great Motown groups. Anyway, this is one of the biggies. The Four Tops, that was the group. And they always seemed to be in, to me, I always thought there was, well, maybe because I like both groups, between the Temptations and the Four Tops. Who was my favorite? Which one? Four Tops, Temptations. I could never make up my mind. I think I leaned towards the Temptations, but the Four Tops were great. This is one of their big hits. And it's interesting about it, just the nature of how this song was written, I think is kind of interesting. So I'm going to read about that. With the recent release of a previously unreleased version of It's the Same Old Song, recorded by, of all groups, the Supremes, another wonderful Motown group. We all know the Supremes, Diana Ross and the Supremes. Okay, they actually had the very first version recorded, but the truth of the events as to how the song came together for the Four Tops is put into question. Holland, Dozier, Holland, the songwriters famous for Motown, originally wrote and cut a track of It's the Same Old Song for the Supremes in May 1965, before the Four Tops version in July of that year. The first rendition would remain unreleased. The Supremes version never released until 2017. Think about that. Released in 2017. So that the Four Tops had the first version that was released to the public, even though it was the second version written. The second version cut in a very similar style to the Four Tops styling and would be released. What the heck is coming up on? It would be released, what am I doing? With the Four Tops styling and would be released in 1967. The Supremes sing Holler, Holland, Dozier, and Holland. Okay, after I Can't Help Myself, everybody remembers that. That was the first big hit of the Four Tops. I Can't Help Myself, Sugar Pie, Honey Bunch. You know, that's a great song. Hit number one in June 65. the Four Tops' former label, Columbia Records, wanting to cash in on the group's success, re-released the Tops' 1960 Columbia single, Ain't That Love. Berry Gordy immediately ordered that the new Four Tops single had to be released within a day's time. Here's what happened. At 3 p.m. that afternoon, the Holland brothers and Lamont Dozier wrote It's the Same Old Song. Four Tops tenor about Duke Faker recalls, Lamont Dozier and I were both a little tipsy, a little drunk, and he was changing channels on the radio. So he says, you know, it sounds like the same old song. And then he said, wait a minute. So he took I Can't Help Myself, Sugar Pie Honey Bunch, and he reversed it using the same chord changes so that the next day they went to the studio, recorded it, this reversed version of Sugar Pie, and then they put it in to the acetate, shipped it out to the disc jockeys across the country. The engineering team worked around the clock, perfecting the singles mix and making hand-cut vinyl records so that Berry Gordy's sister, Esther, in the artist development department could critique them and select the best ones for the single release. By 3 p.m. the next day, 1,500 copies of It's the Same Old Song was then delivered to the radio DJs across the country, and the song eventually made it to number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart and the number 2 on the Rhythm and Blues chart. Oh my goodness. Just a whole lot of rigmarole to have this song written within a day's time. And it was actually kind of a reverse copy of the same exact chords of their first hit, Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. What a lot of stuff to go through to get this song out within one day. I just found that to be fun and interesting. You wouldn't think that kind of hoop-de-doo would be going on just to get this record out called It's the Same Old Song. And now, why don't we try singing it? Yeah. Maybe I'll take a drink after all that. My goodness. There we go. Okay. Now, here's the song. It's the same old song, which it kind of was the same old song because it was you know. Anyway, so here we go. It's the same old song, the Four Tops. Here we go. It's coming. It moves, it jumps. Oh, yeah. You're as sweet as a honeybee, but like a honeybee things, you gone and left my heart in pain. All you left is our favorite song, the one we used to dance to all night long. It used to bring sweet memories of a tender love that used to be. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. My, oh my. Sentimental fool am I to hear an old love song and wanna cry, but the melody keeps haunting me, reminding me how in love we used to be. But here is the part that used to touch our heart, staying together forever, breaking up never. It's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. My. Ooh, doggy! There you go. Ah, that's great. Yeah. go. Precious memories keep lingering on. Every time I hear our favorite song. And now you've gone and left this emptiness. I only reminisce the happiness we spent. We used to dance to the music, make romance to the music. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. My. Well, it's the same old song, but with a different meaning. Oh yeah, it's the same old song with a different meaning. Oh yeah, it's the same old song, but with a different meaning. Oh yeah, it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Hey! Woo, doggy! There you go. Same old song.
All right, Johnny, thank you very much for that. Two wonderful songs, the RobLynn Live theme song, and it's the same old song, but with a different tune, and it's all for you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, John. Thank you all for coming tonight. Does anybody want to say any parting comments before we hit the bricks? Last call. All righty.
Kissy
Hope to
boo.
see you all. We'll see you
I
all
want
in the
to see
evening.
Love kisses.
Thank you,
All
everyone.
right. It sounds like everybody's chiming in, so
Good
let's all
night.
say
Good night. Brooklyn, New York.
We'll see
John.
you
Bye
soon.
bye. Good night.
Love you, Liz. Have a good one.
Love you all. Love you all.
Love you.
7 hours.
Good night,
Hey,
Good night,
everybody.
Mel.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Thank
Good night,
you.
Pamela.
Love you
Good night,
all.
everybody.
Bye bye. Sweet
We'll see
dreams.
you soon if you hop on. Bye.
to each and every one of you. Thank you. Good night from St.
Good
Petersburg,
night.
Florida,
Good night.
USA.
Good night.
Arrivederci. Thank you,
Gee,
John. Good
buenas
night.
noches.
Buenas
See you
noches.
tomorrow. Love you. Love you. Robsa, see
Good night,
you.
everyone.
Good night, Charlie.
Good night.
Count of three. 1, 2, 3. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
We are
Bye bye.
soon to
So
See you
win.
long. So long.
tomorrow.
Bye,
Farewell.
Sirjit.